Hey everyone, welcome to another Ostap analysis. Today I'm going to do another self-analysis video, and just like the first, this is from the 2013 Pan Am tournament. Here I'm going to be going up against Brian Chang, and we're in the semifinals. So we've both had about 3 matches, and we made it to the medal round. And it's always a relief to get to the medal round because, you know, at the very least, you're going to go home with bronze. Not that that's the goal, but it's a good thing to have too. So let's get started. Here we have the handshake, look pretty solid. Both pull guard, and then I come up for my advantage. Okay, so here we go in De La Riva, and you see that I'm trying to get over his right leg while also not letting him get my grip. Okay, he's going to go for the collar, and there I had a little Toreando, so we'll back it up. So you'll see with my right hand, I'm moving it around. I'm trying to not let him get a grip and have his hand grab something else. He's going to grab this, so my collar, and now watch. Once his hand commits to the collar, then I go for the pant leg. Okay, he could always try to switch back to my grip, but I'll probably move my hand away. And now he's going to let go of my ankle and switch to my other collar. I think he probably does it because he feels more comfortable controlling my other leg. But I like to lead with my left, so it throws a lot of people off. So I think that's the reason he does it. And you'll see as he lets go with my ankle, see he lets go to grab the other collar, I go for a little Toreando right here. Now he does a really good job. He blocks my leg, and you'll see his bottom leg. His knee kind of comes back in and he gets me in reverse. So try for a little attack. He's good on the defense. Okay, there I swat off his spider hook. He gets a spider hook again with his foot. I swat it off again, and I always keep dropping my elbow because I don't want his foot hooked onto my bicep or my shoulder at all. As long as I stay over his shin with my hand like this, I feel I'm very offensive on this leg. I just need another grip, and then I can start shooting off passes. Get rocked a little bit there. Okay, now he decides to switch. We'll go back a little bit. He switches to collar sleeve. Okay, so there he's got the collar grip. He's got my right hand under control too. So here I know he's trying to go for omoplatas. I'm trying to get inside on this leg, but he does a good job swimming it. My right elbow is just tight. Here I try to pop his grip off, but I only have one hand. So it's more kind of like a test. Like if the grip breaks, it's great for me, but I don't expect it to break against guys that have really strong grips. And he holds it. Okay, from here you'll see me keep trying to swim this hand inside. Okay, but he does a good job fighting it. And there you go. I get over top. No, not yet. It'll be one more time. There you go. Here he switches to the sleeve. And now, so he has a sleeve on one side and on the other. But he doesn't have any of his spider hooks set yet. So essentially, I'm over top of both his legs. And you'll see I'm going to move into a Toreando right away. I go to one side, and then I try to switch to the other side. But he's really good at getting his hips back in front of me. So, going back in De La Riva, speed it back up. There I should have moved my leg, so let's go back. It's really important that when you're competing, you want to be aware of any time your opponent releases a grip. So he has his grip on my leg, and he's going to switch it right there, and I should have moved this leg right away. I think I was a little too focused on what was going on with this other leg because I kept on fighting it with my arm. So yeah, I allowed him to get that grip switch. Here I'm trying to stuff his leg a little bit, and right now he has the Leandro Low De La Riva on this side, spider on the other side. We'll take a look at how I clear it. There. Oh, sorry. I actually don't clear. I go right into a leg drag. I'm not sure if he actually does have his foot on my bicep. Can't really tell. But I shuck his leg by. And I'm trying to get to the outside of his knee with my other hand. But he pulls his knee in right away. Okay. Now he for sure has it in the bicep, you can tell. And he's trying to circle this foot inside and through my legs. And you can take a look at how I use my shin to block it. I drop my knee down. There you go. Okay? Because if he's able to get in between my legs, he's going to pull me over top of him and go for the lumberjack that Leandro likes to do a lot. With my free hand here, I pop his hook out of my bicep. And I'm going to try to go for a Toreando. I make sure that my arm is over top of his leg, my elbow's in tight. I get my second grip here. Try to shoot away, but he's able to pull those legs back in. He had a really good guard. It's tough to pass. Okay, he has this lasso. I should be trying to circle out of the lasso. I wonder why I don't. And you see, this time I do a much better job. When he lets go of this leg to do something else with his grip, I immediately move my leg. Goes back to collar sleeve, and then he hits me in the face. Look at that. Striking's illegal. Got the collar grip, flicks my nose. Okay, boom, clear that off. He tries to go spider. I'm probably going to clear it off again. There you go. And there I go around for another kind of Toreando-ish thing. So here he does a really good job with his far leg. Like, see, as I step around, I'm not able to keep really good control with this leg. And he shoots it right there. Then he inverts. I think one big problem with my Toreandos is I'm too over top of the guy. My feet are much too close to his body. If I have him further back, I could come in with a lot more pressure. There he comes back. So we'll see here as he goes there. This grip is really important because here I end up switching so I'm behind his legs. Okay, this foot's going to go over top, and now watch, I'm going to drop into right into like a leg drag here. Boom, get the collar, come up. He's trying to hold me off with that hand, but pop it off. And here I'm able to drive through, get my head right under his head. And now he's in a really tough spot. I have both his legs smashed to the side. Let's turn up the speed again. Go for the collar. And here he really doesn't want to give up his back. So he's turning back flat. And the position that I'm going to go into is something that Professor Sean Williams did a lot to me personally, so I tried to incorporate it into my game. It's mounting with your near side underhook. So here I come up. Even though it looks like I'm just giving him my left leg, it's very hard for him to lock it. And then I just try to get it over top of his knee. You'll see here I try to push over, but he's able to recover. And I think his recovery is really, really cool. Like the defense that he chooses is, I had to watch this a bunch of times until I kind of figured it out. Because you'll see the second I get under this and he turns flat, like he's looking for my knee with this hand. Okay? And now watch, he gets it. And then what I think he's doing is he's holding my knee tight towards him. What I want ideally is if I can extend this knee down and use my leg to hook his thigh, I essentially take this leg out of the picture. And once I get over his other leg, I'll have a solid mount. But here, I can't pull my leg down, right? I can't shoot it in there. And now he just kind of like times it. So he waits until he's ready, and he gets a grip on my leg on the other side. And then he starts to extend this one and get that knee back in. And so he does a really nice guard recovery. Here, I think Brian made a bit of a mistake. You see he has this lapel grip here, collar grip here, and he has his foot in the gi. But the issue is that right now I get both my grips over his legs and both my feet are free. So I'm extremely mobile and I have control over his legs. And this is kind of what leads to the Toreando that comes up right here. Now here, I'm able to drop down quick enough without his far leg getting in, kind of what happened last time. And you'll see I use this knee right at his hip, and I'll just kind of keep backstepping with my right leg, keep driving to keep him down. anytime I'm passing, I'm always trying to like think of in my head like the count to points. But you also have to be pretty mobile. I think I do a good job here of not just insisting on trying to hold him down, but you'll see as he keeps turning in, I step over to the other side. Now, ideally, what I was going for, I think, is I want to get this leg over, and I also want to pivot on my knee and get my shin over to the other side. So you land kind of knee on belly on the other side. But you'll see with his hand, he does a good job. He gets my pan grip right away, so I can't move this leg. And he's immediately escaping back into his half guard. So here, I get to the other side, but right now I'm really high. So I'm in quarter guard, but my head is way above his. His arms have a lot of access to my legs. And you'll see that I'm going to try to slide down, get an underhook. And you'll see my whole body and my head kind of shift back so I can stretch him out. There you go. Now I'm in good position. I'm going to use my knee against the ground. I'm going to extend out my hip. He stretch his leg down as I try to slide his underhook up. Yeah, I think I was looking at my foot to see exactly how he had it locked up. Yeah, because his legs were moving a lot, so it felt like my foot was free, but I don't think I had the range of motion exactly to get the foot out while still keeping the kind of control I wanted on top. So there you go. I slide down with my knee, and here I do a mount transition that was taught to me by Ryan Hall. It's very, very sweet. So you'll see I use my free foot at his knee to open up this space and then slide my foot out. And there I have my mount position. Get my feet locked in. You see I cross him right under his butt. And like Brian is trying to use his feet to get inside of my legs, but I just try to keep him as tight as I can to his butt. And until his legs can get that inside space here, he can't really start escaping too well. Now what he's going to do is he does a bridge, which actually forces my legs to unlock. So watch my right leg here. You'll see from the bottom angle my knee kind of slides out. Right there, it's slid out to extend my base to my right side. And if he were to bridge me like with a little bit more power, I probably would have had to let go of my crossface, and then like the position would be much less stable. But I was able to just use my knee, and that was enough. And here I restabilize. Now I'm going to start going for head and arm choke. So I curl this arm up, get my head around, drop down by his shoulder. Now here he's doing the telephone defense, but I think I just tried to squeeze through it. It's usually what I try to do. And one thing you'll notice with the head and arm choke is I'm a fan of trying to finish it from mount first. I don't see a good reason to dismount right away. I think if your positioning up here is tight, like you can finish it from mount quite a bit. And I'm able to squeeze, and I get the tap. So that was the semifinal match, and now I'm gonna go on to the finals at the Pan Ams. Hope you guys liked that video. For more videos, please subscribe to my channel and check me out on Facebook.